Hey folks, we're here for part 2 because the thing that you never want to happen as a podcaster happened, where we continued the show and the recorder decided not to. So we've come back to record the end of our review for Scream 2. We were going to try and edit it all together and make it one big thing, but we just figured, screw it, we can do part 2, it's fine. I'm sure you won't be too mad at us, and hopefully we've taken steps to make sure this doesn't happen again. But here we are. So we're doing part 2. And so where we left off was Cotton had just shot Aunt Jackie. And yeah, that's where we are. So, alright, so, by the way, Justin is here.
I'm here.
You might want to say something so these people know that I'm not just doing this by myself.
So yeah, Cotton shoots Aunt Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
She goes down in a heap. Dead.
Yeah.
Like dead, right?
Well, yeah. She doesn't jump back up.
No.
But
Gail does.
Yeah.
Gail's like, I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Well, that's the thing. They go off and they check out, and they're just like, what about, like, fuck, where am I? Cotton and Neve Campbell, fucking, I don't remember names, deal with it. So they're sort of like, oh god, I can't believe that happened, and Cotton has a great line that I almost put in the intro of just like, wow, that was intense. And then they turn around, and here pops up Gail, who's just like, yeah,
who could have been shot again, because Cotton was jumpy and had a gun.
Exactly. So she kind of pulled the horror thing of jumping out and didn't realize that she could probably get fucking shot. So then, they're just like, okay, and then they walk over to Aunt Jackie to be like, oh my god, what if she gets up? Because it's a horror movie and that's what happens. And then, Mickey jumps up and they shoot the shit out of him.
Like, he comes run, like,
He just full on just runs towards her like it's nothing. And she's like, fuck you, and then Gail
had a gun somehow. I don't know how she got it.
Oh, she took it from Cotton.
Oh,
they were
Sydney got
No, that's right.
So I don't know where Gail got it. I think she might have just... she might have picked up Debbie's gun.
Yeah. Oh, no, because Debbie threw the gun away. And chances are where Gail fell is probably where that gun was.
Debbie and Mickey had guns.
Exactly.
So they shoot him dead.
Yeah, and then Sydney just walks over and just busts a cap at Aunt Jackie, just in case.
Not the fact that there's a gaping wound in her neck. Like, I think she's dead, but you know what?
People don't usually come back from that, but
you
that's
know
cool.
what?
Just in case. let's just do this.
Double tap.
Just in case.
So the day is saved. Dewey's still alive.
Because apparently he has now become Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers, where you can kill him all you want, he's not dying. So
they've killed this guy on screen twice.
Twice, yeah.
And they're just like, you know what? You're just so charming, David. We're bringing you back for the third.
Well, maybe the third one was just because at this point, him and Courtney Cox were married, and she's just like, but you gotta put my husband in the movie.
Package deal. Yeah. So he's saved by marriage.
Yeah.
Cotton gets all the press.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sydney's gift to him.
Which it just bugs the shit out of me because, like, when it's starting to happen, Sydney gets this smile on her face, like, and then she gives to him, like, hey, bitch, your boyfriend just died. Your best friend just died. I don't think a smile is appropriate.
I think at this point she's just numb to it all.
I don't believe that, but I mean, I guess that's the case, but it just seemed a little out of place to have her smile.
Because once all this happens to you twice, you're just like, well, whatever, man.
I would assume it actually makes her a little more catatonic.
Well, she does.
Well, no.
Because in the third, she's literally a recluse.
Yeah, but she doesn't go catatonic. She doesn't spend any time in a hospital. Well, we don't know. Maybe she does spend time in a hospital, yeah.
But she does turn into a recluse in the third film, so...
Smart move.
Because she's like, well, it can't happen if I never go outside and talk to anyone ever again.
If I live in the fucking mountains, nobody will try to kill me. And no one really does until she leaves the mountains. But that's the third one, and I never want to talk about that again.
So that's it. That's the film. We just wanted to...
put the button on it.
It would be weird to just put out something.
Yeah, we want to make sure we want to finish our show off proper. So
we'll do our ratings quickly again, I guess, for those that weren't there.
You missed some phantasmagorical episode of the last 10 minutes of. Yeah, you didn't miss shit. It's basically exactly the same as what we're doing now.
I'm gonna give it 7 Stabo Visions out of 10. Again, I like this a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And you did because you...
We don't know that yet.
No, you did.
They don't know that yet.
The way you were talking about it.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm giving it 5 fuck yous out of 10 because it just didn't deliver. It was tamer. The story didn't really work for me.
Now, they cover that in the film by going, hey, this and this is probably not going to be as good.
They did say, like, lower your expectations, and I certainly tried, but like I honestly felt, and I know that the idea was to expand it and move it forward, but I just thought if you just literally did exactly what you did in the first one of building everything up for, like, a sorority or fraternity party, it would have worked so much better. This lacked a lot of what was in the first one, and I found that this one was trying way too hard to be overly clever. Like, the first one came off as somewhat natural. This one felt forced. So, just didn't work for me.
My MVP is Debbie Salt. She completely takes over the third act. Like, she shows up and then just eats all the scenery, both on the screen and on the set where she was chasing around Sydney. I mean, Laurie Metcalf's a really good actress, but, like, she knows what movie she was in. Mm-hmm. So, she knew, like, I can go big and over the top and be out of place.
I mean, in all fairness, she still went under Jada Pinkett. So, you know, my hat's off to her in that, for sure. But my MVP is Jamie Kennedy.
The star of the first 2/3 of the film.
Yeah, like he, again, it kind of in the same way that, Aunt Jackie stole the last bit. Every scene he was in is like, yeah, no, this is mine. This movie is mine right now, and deal with it. And I thought he was so fucking good, and that delivery of "fuck you" was just spectacular.
Ever since seeing this movie again, I have actually said that. I said "fuck you" in that exact same way, at least a couple times. So, and I will probably continue for the next little bit.
I think I will too, because I completely forgot about it until I rewatched this, and I was like, "Oh, that's genius! I'm stealing the shit out of that." So
again, we do apologize that we have to, like, put out a 15-minute episode, part 2 bit. But we're hoping that this doesn't happen again. This is literally the first time this has ever happened to us.
Yeah,
so,
and we kind of decided to do it this way instead of re-recording because we felt it would be disingenuous to redo everything. There was a lot of things we could have done, but it would have required so much extra effort for really nothing. So
it's because we got, I'd say, 3/4, if not a little bit more than that.
Yeah, we were just about done. So we decided to do it this way just because all the other things would have been literally like 2 hours of extra work, and it really wouldn't have made any difference to you folks. So, it would literally have been all of that just to make sure everything looked a little prettier. And I don't think you care. And I also think it would have fucked you up because it would have ended up you downloading something you didn't want first. And it would have been a whole thing, so I'm not going to spend the whole time talking about it. But that was sort of the idea, is we just sort of decided to make this was a little neater.
Yeah.
So that's how we're doing it. We're going to take steps to make sure this never happens again.
Yeah.
But
for next week, where we hope this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, really.
We do go back to Elm Street.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
I'm excited for these two because these two are some of my favorites of the series. This is where kind of the series becomes what everybody knows of it. You know what I mean? This is where Freddy turns into more of a comedian, and they give it a little more money, so it's a little bigger budget. Even though it's still low budget, it's still bigger, and it's more effects laden, and just a little more expanded. And why am I even selling Nightmare on Elm Street 3 to you people? If you've ever seen it, you know it's one of the best.
Plus, you get plenty of time next week to gush.
Oh, so much.
So we'll be going way back to February 27, 1987 for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we do apologize of how this went down.
Yeah.
We're going to try to make sure it never happens again.
Hopefully. And hopefully things will work better because of it.
So thank you for your patience.
Yes.
So for Steve.
For Justin.
We're way back and gone.
Fuck you.